Hello guys. Welcome again to this channel. It's another useful video I want to share with you here, especially if you are working now in Japan, or have planned to work in this country in the coming future. This is about the deduction that your company, or employer is doing automatically, before you will even receive your salary. Some people, or maybe your friends, will say the salary here in Japan is high compared to other country. It may be true, but the truth also is that deducted amount on the salary before you will receive it, is quite high. Have you wondered what are the things, or items they are deducting on your salary, which are under Japan law, and labor management agreement here in Japan? If you have no background, or any idea about this matter, then I want you to watch this video until the end, so that you will become aware about it. After watching this, I promise that you will become oriented about this particular topic. This is very important if you are a foreigner working here in Japan. So let's dig on to it. By the way, for your reference, this is a typical monthly salary pay slip that you may receive from your company if you are working here in Japan. It has three main important information written into it. The first one is the working time data, then the payable items, and the last one in red color are the deductions. These are the one I wanted to discuss in this video. Before we go to the list of the items deducted on your salary, let me first explain to you the two main category of this deductions they are making here in Japan. Deductions on the salary fall in two categories. The first one is the deduction based on Japan law, and the other one is the deduction based on labor management agreement. Deduction that are legalized under Japan law means it's a mandatory that all workers must pay it. No exemption. And to make sure that Japan government can collect it, they also made a law to automatically deduct it on your salary, before you will receive it with, or without your approval. So employees working in a company has no excuses not to pay it. Then the other one category, which is the labor management agreement, are the deductions that company, or your employer can only do, if you are aware about it with your own approval. It must be written and have a signature of employer and worker to make it formally legal. That is the short explanation of this deduction category that they are doing here in Japan. Now, for the actual list of deductions under Japan law, here it is. These deductions are divided into two. First is the taxes deduction, and the other one is the social insurances deduction here in Japan. I will show you the list first and explain it shortly, each deduction item later. For the taxes, income tax, and residence tax are computed based on your salary and it is deducted on your compensation. These are the only taxes deducted on every salary you will receive here in Japan. Next is the social insurances deduction items. The first one is the workers' pension, then the health insurance, the nursing insurance, and the last one is the unemployment insurance. These social insurances are the different insurances that one particular worker can depend on in times of needs. So they make it legal and mandatory that every worker should pay their contribution monthly. Now, let's begin explaining the short definition and explanation of each deduction items I mentioned. I will cut here the very details, and probably tackle it in other video I will create in the future. Here it is. First is about the income tax deduction. Income tax is the tax that you should pay for the salary you received if you are working in a company, or income you made if you personally making a business. The computation of it is very simple. Just deduct the necessary items on the income, and multiply it on the tax rate, and you will get the tax amount you need to pay. The amount you need to pay in income tax varies on your social status or family structure. The bigger you made in income, the higher the income tax amount you need to pay. Next is the residence tax. Anyone working in Japan, Japanese citizen and even foreigners, whose income exceeds a certain amount of money has to pay this tax. They also have to have been living in Japan for more than a year as of January 1st, which makes them a legal resident with proper visa. This tax, which is paid in local municipality where you are living in Japan, is commonly used to operate different government services, where the general public can use also. That's it. This is the short explanation of the two taxes deducted on your salary here in Japan. Now, let's go to the social insurance deduction they made on your salary here in Japan. The first one is the workers' pension. The national pension is a public pension system participated by all persons, aged 20 to 59 years who have an address in Japan, including foreigner who are residents. By joining to this pension system, you can receive a pension, which is the main benefit of this system on your retirement period. You can also receive some benefit in case of disability. Your family can also get a benefit at your death. Your monthly contribution for this is deducted automatically on your salary. And your employer or company is paying the 50% amount of it. The next deduction is the health insurance. If you are working in a company, mostly all workers are mandatory to join the employee's health insurance system here in Japan. This insurance is the one you can use to cover your medical bills that are too expensive if you don't have it. That is the main benefit that you can get. It will cover almost 70 to 80% of your medical expenses, and you will only shoulder 20 to 30%. Not only the employee, but also their spouse and kids, which are their dependents, can also be a member of this health insurance system if you are working. Your monthly contribution for this is also deducted automatically on your salary. And your employer or company is paying the 50% amount of it. The next one is the deduction for nursing insurance. Nursing insurance provide benefits like assistance at home for people aged 65 years and over. If you are above 40 years old and have a very delicate disease described in their nursing insurance regulation, you can also avail the benefits. Employees aged over 40 have to pay an additional nursing insurance tax. Current rate for the nursing insurance is 1.80%, which is a nationwide uniform rate as of March 2021. It is calculated in the same manner as the health insurance. The contribution for this is not that expensive compared to pension and health insurance system. The last one is the deduction for unemployment insurance. This is the insurance that will give help to laborers in the event they should lose their job. Employers are required to register their employees. Premiums are paid from each month's salary, which are automatically deducted. Unemployed workers can then apply for unemployment benefits at the Hello Work office. The duration and amount of unemployment benefits are determined by the period of employment and wages during that time. All foreign nationals employed in Japan are eligible to join the Japanese employment insurance scheme. That's it. I hope you have a little background information now about these taxes and social insurances that they are deducting to your salary, which they legalized under Japan law. If there are no other deduction that your company is implementing under labor management agreement, then these will be the only items that will be deducted on your salary here in Japan. If you are working now in Japan, you can check your salary pay slip if the items I discussed here are available or not. Now, for the last category, which is deduction under labor management agreement, be aware that your employer can only make this, provided there is a written labor management agreement between you and them, as stated in Japan Labor Standard Law Section 24. Doing a deduction without this is an illegal act, and punishable by law. Most common items that are deducted under labor management agreement are company trip reserve fund, company dormitory charge, life insurance bill, livelihood savings, mutual aid fee, company savings, and many more. For other small and medium-sized company, where mostly trainees and special skilled workers are working, be aware also that some of them are making illegal deductions on their employees' salary. Some items deducted from their salary are parking area charge, work uniform charge, food charge, water, electricity, and gas bill charge, internet connection charge, and many more. Be sure to check if you have written agreement about this, and fight for your rights if you know that they are making deduction illegally. That's it. I hope you have a better understanding now about deduction and salary here in Japan. For the question, how much is the percentage of the salary being deducted and will be gone from the worker? I can say that the range is from 20 to 30% of the salary. Of course, this will vary to the status and family structure of the employee. Just a last word, after the deduction, and you received your net salary from your employee, don't forget that there is a consumer tax that is now 10% here in Japan. Which mean that, whatever amount remaining on your salary, and you will spend it by paying bills, make shopping, eating outside, and do any activity that will entertain you, 10% of that remaining amount on your pocket will also be deducted, and gone from you. Thank you very much for listening, and watching this video. I hope that it became an additional knowledge, and information for you. Please share this video to your friends that have interest in Japan, and subscribe for you to be notified on my next video upload here in this channel.